Hey guys, welcome back to Colson Scooters. I'm Colson Smith, and today we're going to be building a new tank. It's a 20-gallon nano fusion tank. It's a Reef tank. It's pretty cool, so make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video, and let's get to it. Alright guys, so we got the bag of sand. This is the sand I'm using. I did get it free from a raffle at Reef. This is the 20-gallon tank, the all-in-one. And we're going to get into building it. So I'm going to put the sand in, and then we'll get water, and I have rocks right here. So I'll be back when I put the sand in. Alright, I got the sand in there. I got about 1.5 inches of sand. I did not use the whole bag, the rest of it's right there. You don't really want a really thick sand bed unless you're having grasses, because it'll just hold bacteria and stuff you don't like, detritus and all that. So I like to keep a about 1 inch to 2 inches of sand. I'm just gonna put this rock in there and fidget around with it until I get what I like. This part is kind of like something you can do until you like it. It's up to you. So I'm gonna fidget around with it and see what I like, and I'll get back to you when I'm done with that. Okay, so we got this plate, and we're gonna put it at the bottom of the tank. So that way when we pour water in, it hits the plate and it doesn't disturb the sand and make it all foggy. So we're gonna put the water in. Without spilling. Alright guys, I got the rocks in and I got it filled with water, but I did not arrange the rocks or anything because I couldn't really see, so I just put them in there for now. I got 2 socks in the back here. There's one on this side and there's one on that side, and then I got the pump that came with it, which is in the back here, and it's got 2 pump outs right there. And I'm going to be getting a protein skimmer probably, and then a light, and then I'll get back to you when you get the light on the tank. Alright guys, so this is the tank setup. This is what I ended up doing with the rock structure. It's been about a week now. It's definitely cycled. I tested the water parameters. I had live rock, live sand, and live water. It was water straight from my dad's tank when he did a water change. And I also put bacteria in here, so I tested the parameters and it's all good. So it's definitely cycled. I did put some corals in here. It's just a bunch of Pandora palifrags, which were from my rock in here, which is my 10-gallon. And then there's a mushroom in here and some hollyberry zoas. I did put a light on here. I'm about to turn it on. This is it's just a little blue LED light. It's good enough to grow coral. And then there's also that light I was talking about in the last video. Can't remember the name of it. I'll put the name on right here if I remember. And then basically I just put this up and aim it at the tank. This is just temporary until I can get an actual setup for it. I might get a thing to hang the light up right here, and it'll be a little bit better. But let me turn on the lights. This is the tank now. We ended up putting our two hippo tangs in here, the yellow belly pair, because they were nibbling my dad's zoas. So they're just in here until we can sell them. They won't be in here much longer. I did end up getting the tuna blue LED like holder for it, and then I have an LED blue light right here. There's the Kenya trees that we cut up. This is my dad's Kenya tree. This is different from those. I don't. One's greener than the other, but I don't remember the names. But those frags of my Kenya tree are from this big Kenya tree, which already grew back. I did get a clownfish for this tank, so it's not just an empty tank. Put some name suggestions in the comments. My dad put a Ghani in here because it wasn't doing too well in his tank. It doesn't seem to be doing too much well in my tank either, so I'll probably move it to my 10-gallon because my 10-gallon does pretty well with Ghanis, as you can see right here. And then I did get a frag of my dad's torch. My dad put a Lobo in here. We got some Pandora pallies and a blue mushroom in the back. I have good plans for this tank in the future, so make sure you guys do stay tuned. Turn on your post notifications. This tank has already got water in it. We're going to set this up. This tank will be set up. This will be a LPS tank, SPS tank. I don't know which one's going to be which yet. All I know is I'm going to have an SPS tank, an LPS tank, and then I'm going to have a fish-only tank. And then this is another tank we can use. I'm going to be getting a bunch of tanks, so make sure you all stay tuned. Comment below what animals you'd like to see in the future on my channel, and what you want me to make videos of in the future. So yeah. Here's a quick update on my dad's 150-gallon Reef tank. It's doing really well. At one point, the SPS weren't doing the best, but now they're doing a lot better. As you can see, this bird's nest has grown out really, really big. It used to be like that big. Now it's that big. There are another few SPS corals that are doing pretty well in here, like the PC Rainbow and the Walt Disney. This is another coral that's doing really well. It's starting to grow on the rock in the back there, if you can see that. I don't remember the name of that one, but his LPS is doing amazing like usual, and his fish are always super fat and healthy. This sailfin's been here for a while. That's probably our oldest fish in this tank. He was in a 20-gallon at one point, and he was like this big. And we moved him into here. That's the torch that you saw in my 20-gallon now. I've just fragged a piece off of it. And this mushroom used to be in my 10-gallon, and I gave a piece of it to my dad, and it's doing really well in here. We got some purple monsters, zoas, some holly berry zoas that have taken over that rock completely. As you can see, there's clownfish that are going across camera. A lot of fish in here. We are going to be getting rid of these little damsels in here because they're not that cool and they're just taking up more biological, which we could be using for other fish. So my dad can get other fish. He's got tons of current in here. He's got 4 power heads on this side and 3 on the other. And then there's 2 of those on either side, which are the main pump. We got a cleaner ass in here, a sailfin tang, which is right here, a yellow tang, a mimic tang, a purple tang. We have a lot of tangs. There's a few wrasses in here, like a fairy wrasse, I think that's a bluehead fairy wrasse, I can't remember. And then there's 3 clownfish. The only reason we could keep 3 clownfishes in here is, there was 4 at one point, but the other 3 killed one of them. But the reason we can keep 3 is 1, they're getting along, as you can see, and 2, it's such a big tank that they can get away from each other. So they're not as territorial. There's a little damsel in here, a royal grama. There is a pink streak wrasse in here. It's really tiny. Let's see if I can find him. Oh yeah, my dad just got a canary bunny, which is right here. Let's see if we can find him. Well, there's a mandarin goby in the back. I don't know if you can see that, but that right there is a mandarin goby. There's also a scooter bunny. Oh, there's the pink streak wrasse. Let's see. I think I just scared him. Wait for him to come out again, and I'll show you. He's really, really tiny. There's 2 blood shrimp in here, I think. Pretty sure there's only 2. Blood shrimp. One of them's right here, underneath that rock. And then the pink streak wrasse. Let's see if he can come out. He normally sits in this little corner. I just saw him. Well, there's a collei tang in here too. I do not see where the pink streak wrasse went. There's the scooter bunny. And then there is, let's see, what else we have? Daisy cutter zoas, a bunch of them. Some rastas, some lobos. Green slimer, right there. Oh, and there's a hammer that just fell. I'm gonna pick that up, and then that'll wrap up today's video. Alright guys, that wraps up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please smash the like button. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes on this video. If you did find yourself enjoying this one, consider subscribing if you're new here, and check out my other videos. So, till next time, peace.